please hit that subscribe button.
Hey everybody.
Better suited to win the Stanley Cup this season. If you are new to the channel, Washington Capitals, the Boston Bruins.
Locked on and he scored! And we're live. Hey everybody. So here we are at the beginning of February, and I just wanted to tell you guys my picks for the major NHL awards as things stand right now. And I really don't think a whole lot is going to change from now till the end of the season, barring one of these players, suffering a major injury and missing significant time or something like that. But the way things stand now, this is who I think should win each of these major awards. I'm not going to go through every single NHL award, just want to focus on the major ones. So before we start, I do want to quickly remind everyone to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Both of those things greatly help out and are very much appreciated. So let's start into it here with my pick for MVP, the Hart Trophy, and this year I am going with Nathan MacKinnon. He's been absolutely outstanding this season for the Colorado Avalanche. 49 games played. He's got 30 goals, 42 assists for 72 points. He's by far been the leader of that team. Now, last season I thought MacKinnon had an MVP level year, but so did Mikko Rantanen, and they kind of canceled each other out. And the fact that MacKinnon was playing with Rantanen and Landeskog, who also had great years, they all kind of canceled out. This year, both Mikko Rantanen and Gabriel Landeskog have missed significant time with injuries. Their point totals are way down. And MacKinnon has been the one constant throughout this entire year for the Avalanche. And actually, second on the Avalanche in points is Cale Makar right now, the rookie defenseman with 37. Nathan MacKinnon has 72. So Nathan MacKinnon is up here with 72 points. The second highest point scorer on the team is Cale Makar down here with 37, and everyone else is below that. So that just shows you that Nathan MacKinnon this year is not being canceled out by his teammates. He's been the guy. And he definitely way up here with the Avalanche. He deserves the MVP this year. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of talk about Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. But again, similar to the way MacKinnon and Rantanen canceled each other last year, I think Draisaitl and McDavid are kind of canceling each other out for MVP this year. And then in Boston, you have Pastrnak and Marchand. But again, they're kind of canceling each other out this year. No one else on the team is even close to MacKinnon's point total. So Nathan MacKinnon is my MVP for this season. The Vezina Trophy, I am going with Jordan Binnington. And this is a close race. This is very much a close race that still, I think, very much is up for grabs. One of the only awards, I think, that is really up for grabs still at this point. At least not the statistical awards like most goals or anything, or most points. Those are still, obviously very much up for grabs. But these are, as far as like ones that are actually more opinion-based awards. Vezina, I think, is probably the closest. Now, I'm going with Jordan Binnington. Now, Andrei Vasilevskiy is very close to there as well, and he won it last year. But Vasilevsky's got great numbers in the win column, goals against, and save percentage, but so does Jordan Binnington. Binnington is 23-8-5 on the year this year. 23 wins is good for third in the NHL. 911 save percentage. And a 2.62 goals against average. Binnington has been absolutely outstanding this season for St. Louis. St. Louis is one of the best teams in the league again. And, you look at going into this season, there was a lot of questions about Jordan Binnington. He came up halfway through the year last year, went on this miraculous run in the second half of the season to pull St. Louis out of last place. Then was absolutely spectacular in the playoffs, all the way to a Stanley Cup win. But there was a lot of questions going into this year of, is Jordan Binnington really that level of a goaltender, or did he just get hot and St. Louis rode a hot goalie through the playoffs and into a Stanley Cup win? Wouldn't be the first time we've seen that. But no, Jordan Binnington is proving this year in his first full NHL season that he is the real deal, that he is a legitimate elite goaltender, that he is at that level all the time, and he's just backed up a Stanley Cup winning season with a Vezina level season, and I think Binnington deserves the award this year. Norris Trophy, this one to me is pretty clear. It's John Carlson of the Washington Capitals. 51 games played for Carlson, 13 goals, 47 assists for 60 points in 51 games for Carlson. Well over a point per game this year. Also plus 16, so he's getting it done in his own end as well, not just offensively. I think that should be a big part of the Norris Trophy. This is supposed to be best defenseman, not just highest scoring defenseman. So I do think defensive play should play a major factor in the picking of this award. And Carlson's getting it done defensively as well. He has just been all around outstanding for the Capitals this year. So I think he's the certainly deserving winner of that one. Calder Trophy for Rookie of the Year. This one to me is not close. I called this before the season started. I've called this all season long, and I'm calling it again now. Cale Makar of the Colorado Avalanche, by far in my mind the best rookie. Quinn Hughes is definitely having a great rookie year as well and giving him a bit of a run for his money, but no one's touched Makar. I think is just dynamic level of offensive and defensive play. Makar, 41 games played. He has missed a few games with injury, but he's back now. And assuming he stays healthy the rest of the season, I think he runs away with this award. Makar, through 41 games, has 11 goals, 26 assists for 37 points, almost a point per game with the Avalanche in his rookie season, and he's +7 on the year. He's good defensively. He's very good offensively. He's second on the Avalanche in points this year, behind Nathan MacKinnon. Now, obviously, the injuries to Rantanen and Landeskog have really helped that, but second on the team in points. That's just phenomenal from Cale Makar. He's clearly, to me, the Rookie of the Year. Selke Trophy for Best Defensive Forward. Maybe I'm a little home team biased in this one, but I am going with Patrice Bergeron. I think it's time for Bergeron to win another one. 42 games played this year. He's got 21 goals, 20 assists for 41 points. So almost a point per game. He's also +15 and continues to be the best defensive two-way forward of this entire generation. Bergeron's won this award multiple times already. I think it's time for him to win it again. He's having a great season centering Boston's top line. And I mean, this guy defensively, I have never personally seen a defensive forward like Patrice Bergeron ever before. Just someone so consistently great in their own zone like Patrice Bergeron. I mean, he kills penalties. He's spectacular in the face-off dot. He plays great 5-on-5. He plays on the power play. He literally does everything for the Boston Bruins. Offense, defense, neutral zone, face-offs, literally everything. To me, Patrice Bergeron is the generational two-way forward of this generation, and 100% deserves another Selke Trophy this year. And the final award I want to talk about is the Jack Adams Award for Coach of the Year. There's been a lot of talk about this one. There's been a lot of discussion about a bunch of different coaches with this one. My money is on Mike Sullivan. Mike Sullivan of the Pittsburgh Penguins absolutely deserves the Jack Adams this year. This Pittsburgh Penguins team is second in the Metropolitan Division right now through 50 games played with a 31-14-5 record, despite literally half of their team and majorly important players missing significant time with injuries this season. What a coaching job by Mike Sullivan to have this team near the top of the Eastern Conference with all the injuries that they've endured this year. Sidney Crosby missed significant time. Evgeny Malkin missed significant time. Brian Dumoulin missed significant time. Justin Schultz missed significant time. Patrick Hornquist missed time. Nick Bjugstad has missed most of the season. Brian Rust missed time. I mean, the list goes on and on and on for this team, and not just players, but major players like Crosby, Malkin, Rust, Dumoulin, and Schultz as well. The list goes on and on with this team as far as the injuries have gone, and they're still one of the top teams in the league. Oh, and their starting goaltender kind of shit the bed this year in Matt Murray. Sullivan has made it's still kind of a goaltending duo there, but he's made the switch to giving Tristan Jarry more games. Jarry was an all-star this year. Jarry's been outstanding. He was the one who said, you know what, Matt Murray's not having a good year. It's not working out. We're going to go to Tristan Jarry. He gave Tristan Jarry the reins, and now Jarry is playing spectacular for them. So Sullivan all around has just done an outstanding coaching job this year in Pittsburgh to get this team through the goaltending issues, to get this team through all the injury issues, and still have them being one of the top teams in the NHL and in the Eastern Conference. So for my money, Jack Adams 100% belongs to Mike Sullivan this year. So those are my picks for some of the major NHL awards I wanted to talk about. If you agree with me, let me know down in the comments. If you disagree, you have someone else for one of these awards, feel free to comment that as well, and I will gladly discuss things with you. I want to know your guys' opinion on these. So with that, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our Patreon and merchandise store are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you guys soon.